with Clive. Live with Clive. I'm going to put this on speaker here. Hello, John. How are you?
G'day, mate.
I'm in the middle of a live show. How can I help you?
Oh, I'm sorry, mate. I'll leave you to it. I thought you belled me.
No worries. Hey, we can do a show later today if you like.
Oh, yep. Speak to you later. Speak to you later.
Okay. You're watching the show?
No, I'll switch it on now, mate.
Okay. ArchieLuxury channel.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate.
Okay, there's another punter. John, that was just, sorry, Clive. Today, very serious topic. We're talking 1970s. We're talking about malls. And I really do believe music should be piped through society on a continuous basis. I think we'd have a lot less trouble if music was piped through. Today's question is how to create peace in the Middle East, Clive. I think we need music. What's your answer? What is your answer? Our learned friend from Oklahoma who can buy a gun with a scope for $400.
No. An assault weapon with a scope.
Okay.
A couple of 30-round clips. Golly. How to solve peace?
You're saying the problem with peace is that these people are so desperate.
I think economics will do part of it.
Do you also think this is the problem in Oklahoma too? Like the reason you've got the gangs, the reason you've got these malls closing down is because people don't have money to buy stuff.
That certainly would not be off base. More increased disparity between rich and poor. Certainly more poor people being born every day than rich people. I didn't want to jeopardize your live stream revenue right now. I caught myself.
Yeah.
But well, here's quite frankly, I think if there wasn't oil in the Middle East, I don't think anyone would give a flying rat's patootie about it. Frankly.
I see.
The only reason why we care is that if stuff really goes down there, crude is going to shoot through the roof, and we won't be able to afford to run our big SUVs and heat our homes.
And the other thing is, of course, is that America, I remember you guys in the 90s. You are very, very, you didn't get involved in Yugoslavia. Why is that?
Not while
There's no oil there. There was no oil there. What do you want to get involved in these nasty conflicts for?
We did get involved after a while, I believe. But yeah, it took us, On the other hand, it's just like when does that our responsibility to become the world's policeman either, too? Why should we get to spend our treasure and our resources and our young people's lives to keep the world safe? That doesn't seem very freaking fair, though, does it?
But you guys are on this righteous horse where you claim that you keep telling other countries how to live and exist. Well, I thought it was only natural that you'd actually come out and police it as well.
I don't think of it as forcing us to. I think of us as a city on a hill. We're certainly not perfect. We could do a better job, but I think I think we do a decent job of showing the rest of the world about how democracy can function, and at times even flourish.
So, creating peace in the Middle East, what do you think? You think it's economic? It's economic. So how do you solve it for these people there who have virtually poverty and not much career or job prospects? How do we fix it then?
Number one, get them to quit screwing.
Okay.
Birth control.
Yes.
Education.
Okay, so we're going to fly a plane over. We're going to fly a plane over and throw out 50 million rubbers. Rubbers! We're going to put some rubbers down. Then what's going to happen then?
They'll probably fill them with TNT and throw them at each other.
Yeah. So what else do we do then? How do we stop this? How do we create peace? I mean, Jimmy Carter was trying for peace in the Middle East for a long time.
Well, and keep in mind we're covering a very, very extensive topic with multiple layers. with absolutely no preparation. So we might as well be two drunks on a bar stool.
Yes, yes, yes.
Like I said, come up with alternative energy sources. Come up with alternative energy sources to where we're quite frankly, we don't care what happens in the Middle East. You know, there have been the world functioned just fine when America just sat behind its oceans and gave the rest of the world a thumbs up. You know, I don't know. It may not even be possible anyway.
But how do we have peace there? How do we get peace in America? How do we get peace in the Middle East? What do we do? What can we do? Can we spray them with special?
In the Middle East. That's not our problem.
But can we spray them with happy chemicals or something? Spray some stuff out there?
That's called LSD, and the CIA tried it, and it didn't work. No. No, actually.
Then how do we fix the Middle East then? What do we do then? These people.
Why is that our problem? Why is the Middle East our problem?
Because
of the oil. If we don't care about the oil, then it's no longer our problem. Then it becomes their problem.
I see. Don't you want peace in the Middle East?
Well, of course I want peace in the Middle East.
Isn't that important to you or not? What do you think? As a human, as an Oklahomian, as a God-fearing, law-abiding citizen, isn't that important to you or not really?
Oh, I guess it's nice. Yeah, of course it's nice. It's not important, but it's not enough for me to jeopardize my wallet, my funds, my country, or my son to achieve that. That's something they have to achieve. Now, if they, I mean, just like Carter, maybe Carter getting the two sides together and trying to be an honest broker and get them to work out their problems. Yeah. I think, yeah.
In the Middle East, this is from I'm going to read you something from the Huffington Post. In the Middle East, you either kill or get killed. Whenever there is no killing, it does not mean peace has come. It rather means the regional conflict has moved from high to low intensity, or in political jargon, from hot to cold war.
Right.
How do you fix this? Can we give them a product?
Not really. What product would that be?
Something called happiness.
Happiness is an inside job, much like 9/11.
So to create peace, you're saying it's an economic thing. So how do we fix it then? Tell me how we fix this thing then, Clive. Can we send over these malls that aren't doing so well? Can we send them over there?
Maybe if we drop the malls and all the populace and they start killing each other because we killed them first, possibly. But they're just going to have, I mean, they're going to have to get over it. I mean, they have problems. They're going to have to sit down and work over their problems and work out their problems themselves.
Create peace in the Middle East. It's economic. It's economic. So how do we fix this for them? How can we fix it? Do we throw money at them, or what do we do?
Well, whoa. We have to throw money at the Jews and the Arabs? What? They should be throwing money at us. I mean, come on. Come on.
Okay.
I mean,
okay. Yeah, I don't think we can fix this. I don't.
No, it can't be fixed.
It can't be fixed. There's nothing you can do. So, how to create peace? And
those people, those different ethnic groups, tribes, religions, whatever, they have been killing each other since the dawn of man. They're going to probably continue.
There is no answer, is there? How to create peace in the Middle East? It's economic based, and you can't.
Or we create a lot of fast food restaurants, and they'll be too bloated, gassy, and sedate to fight each other.
Yes, that's a good one.
We can't even send them salted caramel ice cream because it will melt.
It will melt. Yes. I understand exactly what you're saying, Clive. I understand it. We can't fix these things. And why should America have to fix the world's problems. We are not the world's policemen. And I actually, I must say, one thing about Trump I do like is that he's gone back to Japan and he wants them to pay for their own army. And he's gone to Germany and he said, I want you to pay for your own defense. We're not going to look after you anymore.
Right, because those nations actually get to put their money into their infrastructures, their businesses, and their economies, instead of we spend more on defense than the four other countries below us.
That's exactly it. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. And it's pretty bad, Clive. I've got to tell you the truth. It's pretty damn bad. Yeah,
I mean, we are really tied down by our commitments to NATO. We're really tied down. We need to get America needs to get rid of its NATO straps.
Yes. You're right, Clive. You're very, very right there. Peace in the Middle East. Do you reckon you're going to see it in our lifetime?
No. If we're lucky, it'll just settle down. It'll simmer. It'll go into remission, and they will simply lick their wounds and stockpile guns and ammunition and chemical weapons.
Me and you, okay, we're in our mid to late 40s. You're not 50 yet, are you, Clive?
No, not yet.
You may look it, but you're not 50 yet. Do you think me and you will see World War III in our lifetime?
There is no telling. They've been saying, there's no telling, really. They've been, I've always thought of World War III as being the end times, the Armageddon, the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Cats and dogs lying together in the streets. The four horsemen of the apocalypse. Minotaurs running around in public parks. I mean, yeah. So that could happen. That could happen anytime. Some say some of the signs have started already. But then again, I'm not a serious Bible scholar.
No, I understand. So, Clive, what do you think there yourself? Are we going to see World War III in our lifetime, or hopefully not?
I hope not. I don't want to. Well, I don't want to see my kid's lifetime either. Yes. I don't want to see it. It'd be a bad thing, because I'm kind of thinking that World War III would probably have negative ramifications on the luxury watch market.
Tell me this. I wanted to ask you.
Oh my God! Well, wait. Durr.
Yes.
Oh my God! Now, think about it.
Yes.
Let's cognitively flip this, shall we?
Yeah, flip it.
Okay. Let's just say World War III, some sort of nuclear exchange, right?
Yes.
Tons of EMTs frying all the electronics.
Yes, quartz would no longer work.
Quartz would no longer work. Cell phones would no longer work.
Yes.
And so the only people that would know what time it is us.
Yes.
We could literally become time lords.
Yes.
Okay, so, all right. Well, maybe World War III. All right. I might have to reconsider it.
So tell me this, Clive. Do you honestly, I mean, in our world we live in here, when you were a kid, let's go back to the 1970s, early 70s, when that mall was open and we'd gone to the moon, we had jumbo jets. America could do no wrong, except for that Tricky Dicky. He did a bit wrong. That's why he got the ass.
Right.
I quite like Nixon. He was one of the presidents I actually liked. I wanted to ask you this. When we were kids, the enemy was the Soviet Union.
Yes.
Now the enemy, we don't even know who the enemy is. It's terrorism. It's hidden. It's underground. Al-Qaeda, ISIS. What the hell is the enemy?
I don't know. Things have a way of coming back. I still wouldn't be surprised if we squared off against Russia or China. There's becoming three superpowers on the block. So it's still, it might go back to the fears we had when we were a kid, except are the Russians going to nuke us? It could be, are the Chinese going to nuke us?
Was it better when we had an enemy like the Soviet Union, or is it better now that we've got enemies that are terrorists. We don't even know where they're coming from.
The Middle East. We know exactly where they're coming from. They're coming from the Middle East.
Ah, yes, the Middle East. From Saudi Arabia.
Remember Red Dawn?
Yes. So
the original.
What does that mean then? What does that mean then? What does that mean then? Is it better when we had an enemy like the Soviet Union, when communism, it was easier?
We were fully prepared to fight the Soviet Union. It's just like, okay, your army's going to line up here, ours is going to line up there, and we'll let you know when we declare war, and we'll have at it. And by the way, yes, I couldn't agree with the comments more. The new Red Dawn is terrible. I'm talking about the original one from the 80s. But yeah, but you know, economic warfare, cyber warfare, religious warfare. I mean, with religious fundamentalism, it's really hard to fight an idea.
Yes. Yes. Clive, let's wrap that up. How do we have peace in the Middle East? You can't. It's an oxymoron. There will never be peace in the Middle East.
Not unless they want to have it.
Ah, Clive, it's all disaster. It's a disaster. We've tried to help, and look at how that ended for us.
Do we really? I mean, I hate to say it. I mean, there's a lot more Arabs, but I've always kind of considered the Israelis to be badasses when it comes to militarily. So, you know, if they want to pick on Israel, good luck, buddy.
I wouldn't like Mossad after me, would you?
No. Gerald Bull found that out the hard way.
Clive, great pleasure having you on the channel here. We're going to do another live show. This time we're going to talk watches.
Okay, awesome.
So this is going to be on the Paul Pluta channel. So you people who are watching this, make sure you subscribe to my other channel, the Paul Pluta channel, because we do stuff on both channels. We're going to do some watch talk on the Paul Pluta channel. I'll send you the link, Clive.